Hello, my name is Surbhi Baghel. Currently, I'm working as a junior data scientist at Golden Eagle IT Technologies.
जब्बा बोलता नहीं जब अब बोला ऐसा बोला कि मतलब मत ही बोलता. Hello everyone, welcome to the episode 2 of Real Talk with our AI champion. Today we're gonna go behind the curtains with our AI team and gonna see where data took place into the decision, algorithm take place into the momentum, and not only this, we're gonna meet the mind who do the magic. Today we're gonna meet the people who have worked with the real-time projects and help to the enterprises level client in the solving the business challenges. Not only this, these people decide the right algorithm for the right business demand. And not only this, they always choose each and everything as per the client needs who gonna be a right fit. So let's start with introduction one. Why not? I request each of one of you, can you please introduce yourself and tell us what roles you have at Golden Eagle IT? Let's start with you.
Hi, so my name is Ashish Singh and I'm a senior data scientist here in Golden Eagle IT Technologies.
So myself Mohak Singhania. Currently I am working as a GenAI engineer in Golden Eagle IT Technologies.
Hello, my name is Surbhi Baghel. Currently working as a junior data scientist at Golden Eagle IT Technologies.
Okay.
Hi, I am Shivam Mishra and I am a data scientist at Golden Eagle IT Technologies.
Okay, that's great. Happy to know everyone. So, can you share us a moment where your work helped someone or make a vital difference?
So that's a very good question. In recent project, we actually made like the entire idea of the project was to make documents and quizzes for social workers who go behind the bars and teach the prisoners to make better life decisions when they come out of the prison, because generally prisoners stay there for like 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, or mostly like 20, 25 years, and during that period of time the entire world changes. So to make that difference, to teach them how to make better life decisions, how to take care of themselves when they come out, take care of their families, like earn a livelihood. That is how we made a project that could. I think that's a very good way of approaching this kind of a problem. Sometimes when the prisoners come out of the cells, they don't know how they could make a living.
Yeah.
So they could easily turn back to doing some bad things, and that is something that we have solved, not entirely, but we have like made a difference, like in a in a single prison for now.
That's to be very good and plausible one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So in my corporate journey, there were some memorable moments which I have like gone through with. So about one such moment, so there was like one project in which basically that project was for the financial domain. So as we know, financial data is really important for the business team as well as the stakeholders. So like users are asking some kinds of query in that, but they were using some traditional GenAIs. So traditional GenAI are like not behaving as usual. They are not extracting the entities properly. So for that, I have implemented the LLM as a judge, because as we know, agents are like comprising most of the market. So I have made LLM as a judge, which is extracting that entities pretty much well, as it is extracting that, it is like judging that, and making that statement that it is it is important for that query or not. So yeah, this kind of like agents I have worked, and like this is a moment which I have like gone through with.
Okay, so in my recent project, as it is a real-time object detection, so like earlier time, what happens whenever we want to to monitor any person, like they are having their proper PP kit or not. So we totally depended on the human supervisors. So when we started our project, we totally started from the scratch, and it was a project which is made for like big construction site. So we made a AI agent which is automatically detecting the persons, and like it is giving us a real time alert which is showing us that the person is having proper PP kit or not, something like that. So this is quite a bit faster comparing to like if human is doing such kind of things. So it is more reliable also.
So in my recent project, it was a AI-powered educational platform that was designed to serve various kinds of use like institutes, universities, schools, and students, where the people can chat with the AI models and get the answers, and so collaborate with each other. Like institutes can collaborate with teachers, their students, and they can manage their like chat history. And also there are features like image generation in the chat, and quiz generation, and the assignment generation for the students that teacher can handle and control these things. And the most special thing was it was a very dynamic, as I can explain that the model was capable to understand the level of user. Like if the student is from class 5th, or it's a teacher, then it was generating the answer according to their knowledge level. So that was a very special thing about the model, that I think that made it a special in the market, because none of the model like ChatGPT Cloud can do that. And one more thing about that is it also have like evaluation features, like if any teacher generate an assignment and any kind of quiz, and then send it to the their students, and they solve it, and then they submit it. So the model was capable to evaluate the query on the basis of their knowledge level, and it was also recommending where they have made the mistakes. So I think it was a very 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 special for the students, for the education. And I think not entirely, but it made a big difference in the education space.
Okay, that's great to know about you and the project. Okay, now we're gonna have a deep dive about the project prospect and how they start and what kind of strategy and the planning they use. So first question I'm gonna take with you, Ashish. Whenever a new project lands into the AI team, so what's your starting point? What do you see in the starting approach, and how do you cut off the rather than straight jumping into the each rather than the planning and the execution part?
So before jumping into the tech stack, before jumping into the actually starting providing the solution, my approach is always understanding the business use case. Understanding the business problem is something that is very important. When we talk to some stakeholders, when we talk to the actually project managers, it is very important to actually understand at what stage, if it is already a running project, at what
Okay.
stage the project is, and if the project is starting from scratch, what is the actual business use case they want to solve. So understanding that business use case is very crucial at that part. Understanding that is what we can decide on which track we want to take that project into. uh, Understanding that could also let us do a better R&D for the project.
Absolutely.
Deciding the better tech stacks. Once we are done with our R&D, understanding the business use case and what we actually want to provide for the project, then we can actually jump into actually solving the problem and getting things done.
That's a good approach, to be very honest, because it's always crucial to understand the business needs at initial
Right,
rather
right,
than the pitching the solution.
right,
That's
right.
good. So be another one with you more. Once you know the goal, the vision of client, what correct approach do you use to choosing for a right algorithm, or I could say the solution for the client's project, and what's your decision making lens for that?
Okay. So when we know the end goal of the business team, so we want to take the first step, because as we know, first step is the most important step when we want to reach to our goal. So the first step would be to research that, to understand that problem, and then take the research step. And after that, like I will start with taking the simple algorithm, and then going to the most advanced algorithm, because sometimes what happens, some tasks can be happen by using simple algorithms also. So rather than going to the advanced algorithm, we can solve that task using the simple algorithm.
Agree.
And another time when some complex task has been come, so we need to go to the advanced tech. So yeah, with the first step, as we know, we have to go line by line, because in the middle maybe some solutions can be changed, but the base step will be the first step that we have taken to go to achieve that goal. So yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. Commentable. So Surbhi, as you are a part of data scientist, just wanted to know what was the biggest challenge you faced while coming into this data scientist field, and how did you overcome that?
Okay, so as I'm working as a data scientist, so the main challenge, you have to be updated every single day, as this field is continuously evolving day by day, and this field is vast too. So when I used to get involved in any project, so the thing is like the main challenging thing, you have to do a lot of R&D, you have to do multiple research before implementing anything, because when I started project and I implemented, as I'm sharing with my experience, so when I implemented anything, sometime I found that the thing which I'm using, that is currently deprecated or something like that. So we should not get such kind of situation in any project or any like we should be updated for that, and we should do well R&D before implementing that.
That's good. Okay, so sure. Tell us about that any of the one project that you have worked and make you feel proud, or you have learned something well from that.
Yeah, in my previous project, it's so basically my work is around generative AI. It revolves around generative AI and ML models. So it was basically a RAG model, and the model was about to launch for the live users, and we were facing some issues like latency issue and bugs. So that was very tough time to resolve all this in a very short period. So we worked on that and we achieved that task, but in this period we learned about user experience, user expectations, and their needs about the about market condition. That also matters, because as a developer, no one gonna teach us what's happening in the market and how to build the things that can improve the user experience. So I think that was a thing that was unexpected for me to learn as a developer to learn.
Okay. So guys, can you just tell us about a project, each of you, like where your work was noticeable and took a huge impact and make a difference also from a business prospect?
So when we started like one of the project as this, the current wave of generative AI and agentic AI, the current problem that we were facing is the sequential problems, like we have to pass every question, every step one by one, and that used to create a lot of delay, lag. The answer was the answer that we were getting were very late and were very diverted from the actual answer that we wanted to get. So then we started applying agentic AI, in which we used parallel sequential agents, in which multiple agents were acting in parallel, and we were also improving the accuracy of every answer with respect to a different agent, and we were using multiple tools within the agents, and that led to a very comprehensive increase in the accuracy, as well as we got a very good output that was actually solving a lot of business problems. For example, one of the recent technologies by Google is agent space, and
I've
in
heard
this,
of that.
yeah, so in agent space you can actually host your custom made agents, and once you have that agent within that agent space, you can make the agent talk to each other. Something you might have heard about, A2A protocol, in which multiple agents talk to each other, and then that A2A protocol can be used within that agent space, and that actually enhances a lot of functionalities within the.
So one of the project which I have like gone through with. So users were asking some kind of queries, but they are getting answer in a late response time. So business team was like very much fed up with that response time, because they were using traditional GenAI. So for that, I have implemented the agentic AI, where I have implemented multiple agents in an orchestrator and synthesizer format. So what a orchestrator will do, orchestrator agent will divide the whole query into different smaller tasks, what we can say, and each task will go to different sub agents. So a sub agent will parallelly generate the response for that task, and at the end synthesizer will get all the responses from that three sub agent. Then the synthesizer will combine all the output and will provide you the answer. So it decreases the response time from 43 seconds to 32 seconds, because we are performing multiple kinds of tasks like answer generations, image generation as well. So these were the tasks which we are like agents were performing, but there were other agents also which are working in parallel, that is the mathematical agent, because as we know, LLM are not much capable of solving mathematical questions. So for that we need to build some kind of custom agents and all. So we have built custom agents and solved the mathematical issues which a client was facing. So yeah, in this kind of project I have worked with.
Okay, so like I worked on in one of the project where it was also related with the object detection. So like earlier, to get some real time alerts, we were using that Twilio, and like for the Twilio, as you know, we have to take some subscription and pay bill also. So we were doing some R&D to get some solution that it can be minimize this bill or something like that. So we then come to the conclusion that we can go with the Slack. So we had two options, like using that webhook or something like Slack API. So in that project, when we implemented that Slack API, so we were able to do the same thing which we were doing with the Twilio as well. But in the case of Slack, we don't need to pay anything. We don't need to pay any bill. We can freely use it. We just need to implement that Slack bot in by creating one of the account. So it was like it was something noticeable. Like after doing good R&D, we come to the conclusion and we save the money also. Like we can save something for the client. So it was something which client also appreciate that thing. Okay, this is a good thing. Yeah.
That's great of you, Surbhi. Now you can
So
start.
in my recent project, the model was just generating the answers and providing the quiz and assignment. And we designed the model so that the teacher, institute, and student can collaborate with each other. But we didn't have any feature like that can control the students, or any teacher can control the students' assignment or quiz. So we add a feature for that where the teacher can assign quiz, whether it is written or AI generated, and assignment part as well, and it can assign to the multiple users or selected users or students. And after that, the problem was, once the student was done with the assignment or quiz, so we didn't have any feature to evaluate the answers. So for that, we use LM as a judge method, where we created an agent that was capable to analyze the users answer on the basis of query and their class and their standard, and then analyzing the query and assigning marks to each questions, and also providing where they have made the mistakes and where they can improve their answers. These things that I think that help the students to analyze their how they are performing, also for the teachers, and sending that data to the teachers, parents, and the students. So I think that was the turning point of the product.
Agree. To be very honest, like uh, you all, I have heard your all the projects, and after that, I realized a very crucial point that more on into like after coming the AI or the implementation or integration of the AI, it's something like we are enhancing the human work. Okay, which was totally dependable, which has I believe I could say a proven track record of this. Nice. So Shivam, uh, as in like uh, the younger most team member, okay, in the team, I just wanted to know what was that one particular thing where you collab with each senior engineers who have a decade with the experience, to be very honest, never mind that's in the AI or even the some of your team member, I understand, as far as I remember, they are PhD in particular data scientist, the AML. So just wanted to know what was that one thing you took with your to yourself as an after the collaboration.
I think I would say calmness, because I have seen that my seniors, whenever something happens in the project, like something breaks in the production or in the project, instead of panicking or getting frustrated, they follow step by step process, like finding the problem, or finding solutions, and then finding bugs. These kind, instead of blaming anyone or yelling at anyone, they try to find a solution and fix the problems. I think the calmness, and the second thing is mindset. Their mindset is to just to find the problem, solve the problem, and that's it. instead of blaming someone or just frustrating, getting panicking on the small issues. So I think that helps me a lot, and I have learned from my seniors. And one more thing, I think I can learn a lot of things just by observing my seniors, how they think, how they manage their work, how they write codes, how they write forms. Yeah, so I think that's a
That's a good one, to be very honest. Like, it's the calmness point is good. Okay, Surbhi, let me know, like, as you have worked with both data and people,
Yeah.
do let me know what client appreciate you the most about your delivery style.
Okay. So let's first talk about the data. So data is everything. Like from my point of view, in the projects I have done, data is mandatory at all. So, and also we face some challenges while gathering the data as well. Like in our cases, when we were collecting the data, as we were getting the real-time data from the like real-time feeding videos, so we were generating the frames. We need to find that the data is currently having that use cases video or like images or not, which we need to again then later we need to find annotate our data for our use case, creating different classes over there. This is the main very time taking process this is, and quite tough too, because we need to monitor continuously that what is going to happen. It is real time feeding, so we can't say that what is going to happen in next moment.
Hmm.
So this was something. In my case, we are dealing with different data. And if I talk about the people, so as I deal with different clients, so the clients and the people, they were having different requirements. In my case, the client always, what they want, they just want their product to be ready on time. So for their thing, for their to complete their project on time, we need, sometimes we need to we need to scale our time, we need to work even beyond the working hour. So if I collaborate both the things, so what they want totally is we can complete their product on time and we can release as soon as possible. And what they want also, they just want our honesty. We should be responsive, and we should be transparent to them, whatever their challenges we are having in working project or something. They should, if they are aware that what we are facing, and somehow we are getting some big issues, so if we are transparent to them, so just they always support in that thing, that how to resolve that. They also give us a separate time, like they understand what is the possible solution for that thing. So these are the something which I understand for the data and for the people too. That's it.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
So Mohak, let me know from your prospect, what exactly AI approach is different from the other of industry.
So yeah, so in my recent project, so up here I got a chance to work with the business team as well as stakeholders, and I have also worked with the developers also. So what business team wants from us? So they want like some of the industries are treating AI as a different layer, but we are not treating AI as a different layer. We are like integrating in our backend for the workflows as well as automation. What business team required for that? Sometimes there is a large like more complex task to perform it, like deployment task, integrations task and all. So at some moment we have to wait for the other developers in that kind of domain knowledge. So we are not waiting for that. We learn to that, we implement, and we will provide the solution to the business team, so they becomes happy because we are not giving them time to look that. And other thing what business requires us, so there are some meetings and all. Stakeholders also see your products, and when you show your efforts in the products, and stakeholder like appreciate for that, so it makes the profit to the business as well as like your products also, and you gain uh, better understanding like what business is asking to you about. So these are the areas where we are like we are different from the rest of the industries.
That's great. So Ashish, you're one of our leading team member, okay, and as you handle couple of team in the AI, so I just wanted to know from your understanding, how do you manage across like the quality ensure check from the all projects, jumping to the each and one without losing speed as well as the focus level?
So it is very important to prioritize the task. It is very important to understand what task is achievable and in which time frame. Uh, as you know that multiple team members work on the same task, and it is very important to prioritize, and it is very important to handle them in a way so that they don't lose the productivity. Simultaneously, they don't go berserk and do something that is not required by the team as well. uh, the, that is something that we need to focus upon every time we let us suppose that we have multiple projects running at parallel. Right now we also have multiple projects running, so it is very important so that everybody knows their tasks, everybody knows what they need to do on a daily basis. Like suppose if we have storyboards for everyone, and the task provided to them has to be very practical and has to be very achievable, and that is something that needs to be like applied for every project. Also sometimes in the course of the project they might also need some learning, some training as well. That is something that we also try to include within that part, so that by doing the project as well they start learning as well, and they so that they could maintain the focus. So that is how we approach that problem.
That was something I could say the most efficient approach you can use,
Yeah, right.
to be very honest, because parallelly with your work, you also have to manage upskilling your skills,
Right.
skill set, and the also the another thing you have said for the managing the time, what to do and what to not to do particularly,
Yeah.
because half of the time we juggle in between what we have to do and
Right.
we have to sum up that. That's great.
Yeah, thank you.
What excites you most about the AI, particularly when you see how vital it is, but in the future, and how you see this particular thing that we as a company playing a role in it in the future of AI?
Well, in tough situation, I think my mindset is very helpful for me, and it helps me keep going, because whenever I stuck anywhere or in tough times, I think then I remember why I started this, and then I try to always find the solution and try to get over it. And the second thing is I would say my senior support, because they all are my colleagues, my seniors. They are very supportive. They always help me in my tough time, whether the work situation is very tough, or whether I am stuck somewhere, or the client is making pressure on me. So all my seniors and my colleagues always come to help me. So I think these two things help me a lot in the corporate.
Okay, so cause of motivation, like in this field, as it is a fast and continuously evolving field. So as in this field we are continuously getting an opportunity, and I believe that in upcoming future we will be having a huge opportunity to work in it. So what make me motivated, that if I'll be updating myself every day, so I can say that one day I'll be achieving something good in this field, and I will be done something very good projects in it. And if I say motivation, like sometimes when I face some problems, there are some obstacles that also gives us some motivation, like when you are getting a chance to solve something, so it is sure that if you are going to solve that thing, so you will learn something new. And when you are going to like you are going to solve that thing, so while solving just one thing, you will learn something different, something new, and which will be helpful not just in the single project, in the different projects as well. So motivation keeps us updated every time. If you are motivated to do anything, so you can learn many things, and what I think.
So, as we are saying, like AI is evolving. Each day, AI is evolving. Multiple techs are coming, like MCP servers, LCM, and like Google is also giving us the ADK, Agent Development Kit, and they are also working on the agent space. So we can see like AI is progressing at a faster level. We can say that. So as a part like we can also improve. We are also improving with as the AI is also involving, because previously what was happened, like AI is only helpful for the text generation part, but now AI is also using your own data also. In the case like you if you can see in the internets and all, there are cloud servers and all. uh, what we can say that there are code assist as well. So they are playing with the with our own data, not with their own data, but we can set our own data and AI can generate the answer from our own data as well. So AI is involving that part. Another thing is like uh, AI is evolving at a time like they are creating a artificial human itself, okay, where they can think, where they are learning, where they are making much more productive things in that. Let us take an example of the agent space, where like two of the agents are talking to each other like the humans. So AI is involving in building a new space, new artificial space, we can say, just like the human space of which we are belonging to. So yeah, as the AI is progressing, we are also progressing in that way. So yeah.
What I think how AI is evolving is we moved on from typical writing hard coded Python codes from vibe coding now, where we just need to give a simple prompt and the AI will do the front and back end everything for you. And now we have image generation tools which can actually create a very good quality of image. We can recreate every image that we want. Now we have tools that could actually sing for you. You don't need an actual singer to sing for you. AI has evolved a lot, and it will keep evolving. The only way that we could keep a track with it is like we can start learning. And as a data scientist, I've seen moving from a typical machine learning model to an NLP model to a vision based model to a deep learning model and then to this generative AI. I have seen all these things being hard coded, being like written in a very wrong like long format, going to this generative AI where everything is done by the agents, done by the tools. So when this evolves, it actually makes the thing more streamlined. Um, like in previously, we might require many days to do the same task. Now the same task is could be done within hours because of this same, as we know, we have Claude, which is one of the most advanced LLM Gemini models, are very advanced now. So we have this vibe with using this Claude. We have also this vibe coding as well. So these things have evolved, and what I think is this not only opens a lot of doors for opportunities, it also opens a lot of doors for actually learning a lot of things, like how we can actually use these tools in real life examples and do a lot of tasks within a very small amount of time frame. So that is what I think. And the last thing that I always keep thinking, like many people say that AI could take a job, but that is something that is could like is always depends on how your capability to learn new things, adapt, because we move from machine learning to generative AI and people have adapted. We like previously when we started doing Python codes, like people used to write typical like very complex C++ codes. Then we move on to Python. So everything is changing after few decades. So just like this AI is evolving, we also need to evolve. We need to adapt with this, and obviously it will create more opportunities, and we will have to take the a chance and take the grab that opportunity and then start learning with it.
Yes, yes, I do support your thought, to be very honest. Like, I won't say it's completely a myth, but a lot of people in 2004 also said that when computers were taking into the high demand, and they said that they're gonna replace the human and take bunch of jobs. But I could say, no, it's the opportunity. It's always something they're gonna create more jobs, and the new tech industry has been established that moment. And later on, right now at this moment, I could say the coming decade is all about the AI,
Right.
and we're gonna have seen more evolving as well as to the new tech streams as well. And it totally gonna depends, and it will be definitely insightful fun. That's all for today's one podcast. Thank you so much for the each
Thank
individual.
you.
And you all are incredible, to be very honest, not just apart from your knowledge, but the passion you have and the curiosity that each individual have for towards their work. I do appreciate this. If you got this insightful, then stay tuned with us. We're gonna post some more real talks with the tech as well as for the business guy. Thank you.